Unto the cabaret! Hey singers! My name's Samantha.
And I'm Andy.
Welcome to How to Be a Singer and Make Money.
Today we're talking about travel and accommodation in the UK.
We'll deal with international travel in another video. Oh, but by the way, we've changed the format for today as we're recording this in lockdown. And surprisingly, we're more busy than we've ever been because we're doing nightly live streams, which are all requests, and I'm spending a lot of time learning new songs, which is a lot of fun, but it's taking up the whole day. So this video will just be bullet points without all the background and detail that we would usually put in. Please do let us know what you think about that.
So, firstly, what if?
I mean, obviously, the most important thing is to arrive.
So always leave plenty of spare time.
Think about everything that might go wrong and always have a plan B for every eventuality.
Using your own car or van.
So for your vehicle,
have a reliable vehicle if you can afford it.
And maintain it, obviously.
Vehicle recovery.
Have auto recovery, also obvious.
Have onward travel in your recovery package. It's not so obvious, but it means that your recovery company will guarantee to get you and your vehicle and its contents to your destination.
Insurance.
Check your insurance covers you as a performer for your own peace of mind.
And consider if you need insurance that will pay to hire a car or van while yours is fixed, so you don't miss the next gig.
Backup.
Have a plan B if your vehicle won't start one day and can't be fixed. Will you hire, borrow, etc.?
Using hire vehicles.
Check if they allow performers to hire them, as many won't insure them.
Vehicle hire is pretty good value at about £150 for a weekend, so it can compare favourably with paying mileage to band members travelling separately.
But do you need a van or a minibus? A crew cab type van has seating for 5 plus space for loads of gear.
Using public transport, trains, buses, coaches, etc.
The good points.
Early booking can make trains much cheaper, and gigs usually have plenty of notice to allow you to do that.
And they give you time to relax.
The bad points.
They're usually expensive, as most trips will end with a taxi ride. Although deals can sometimes be cheaper than a single person in a car.
The times are often inconvenient. Can be awkward if you've got even moderate amount of gear to take with you.
And it's hard to have a plan B if a problem happens partway there, except getting a taxi the rest of the way, which is also very expensive.
Accommodation.
Airbnb.
There's lots of choice.
It's easy to book online.
Needing to arrive late could limit the number that you can choose from, but there's still going to be enough choice to find somewhere suitable.
Motels.
It's an easy option, you don't have to deal with people.
You can book online, but just as a note, with Travelodge you can only book online. It's no good just turning up. They won't take you, even if they have a spare room. But then again, that's okay if you can book online on your phone.
Many motels don't have restaurants, so it's possible you won't be able to get breakfast on site.
Performer digs. Now search for those online.
They're like bed and breakfast, but they're aimed specifically at those on the very tightest budgets. So often, but not always, often they're a bit basic.
Some of the old-fashioned ones are very good, and they're only cheap because the owners particularly like performers staying more than the general public.
There's a limited number of them, so limited choice.
And they're usually very cheap.
Often, though, you'll have to share a bathroom.
Hotel.
Well, yeah, if you can afford it.
But be aware of the latest check-in times, which, especially in smaller hotels, might not suit you if you can't get to the hotel until after your show.
General points.
Security.
Performance gear is very desirable to thieves. How safe is your gear during stops and overnight?
Maybe don't advertise on your vehicle that you're on tour. It does look cool, but it might attract thieves.
Anything that makes your gear difficult to see will help. Even a blanket over stuff in the car will mean thieves won't be quite sure whether it's worth their while risking breaking in.
If you need to travel and you're very sleepy, then you do have options.
A nap is best, and even a half-hour nap can mean that you can safely carry on driving for a few more hours.
Caffeine tablets can help, but for a relatively short time, about 5 or 10 minutes in our experience.
figwort tea is the best. It'll wake you up for about 20 minutes, and there are no jitters afterwards as there would be with caffeine. But it is rather difficult to find. Star Child in Glastonbury, do it, that's where we go.
Food.
Taking your own is by far the cheapest.
But other than that, we found that Wetherspoons are the best value. We've used them all over the country. It's not excellent food, but it's good, and more important, it's always consistent. And the kitchen is usually open very late, so you can even get food after your show.
Well, those are our tips for this week. Please subscribe so you don't miss the next one, which is out next Thursday and is all about vintage singing.
Yeah, and please leave questions and suggestions on anything to do with your singing career, and we'll help if we possibly can.
So until next week.
Bye!
Bye.